In this video, I'm going to be doing a starting room challenge on every single map on BO2. I will not be using quick revive, so it is a one and done. Now enjoy the video. Alright, here we go. First map is going to be transit here on the starting room on every Black Ops 2 map. We honestly don't have much space in this starting room, sadly. And we will not be using quick revive, as I said in the intro. Either this or buried's probably the hardest starting room because of how tight. And you have mob, which is crazy tight. Since you have that little room to go to the Hellhound, where the little library is, that spot is going to be crazy. And you also have Brutus on mob with it, which just sounds like a fucking pain. But I'm going to get really angry in this challenge, most likely, if we can't at least get a single round 10 on any of these maps. But this map does get hard at about like round 3 or 4. The fire comes, and then you know, most people that have played this game know that fire means explosion zombies. And if you haven't, you definitely should get this game and play it. It's even on PS4 and PS5 now. Here comes the fire that I was talking about. And it's going to be a lot of RNG luck trying to get drops that actually like help me instead of getting like double points. Hopefully get like an insta-kill or a nuke. There's only really 2 drops that are going to help me during this challenge and make it a little easier to get at least round 10. So we honestly just have to pray that we get those. But yeah, we just got to try to not get overrun and not try to die to the explosive zombies when they hit the fire. Like, the fire does some good, as in reducing their health. I think it's by 33%, but that's all the fire really does. And then there's the downside of them exploding, honestly. Double points? I don't want you, bro. Give me like an insta-kill nuke. That's all I need. Playing this map is honestly just managing the barriers and how you train and at what speed. Like, it's all about pacing, honestly, with your training. And obviously, you always got to run the M14. Hashtag M14 gang. For first room, it's definitely M14 because it has way more bullets instead of having 2. I think it does more damage overall, but the shotgun... Olympia's not bad, honestly, but like M14 for first rooms. Never been an M14 enjoyer. And this is about the time these rounds get a little dicey as I'm running out of ammo here. Honestly, the walkers are what kills this. Like, if there's no walkers in this game, these challenges would be so much easier. Alright, so let me slide by real quick, homeboy. This should be... I think this is end around. Yeah, it is, because he started running. Alright, insta-kill for next round. That's actually perfect. Make the next round a little faster. The highest round I'm going to make it to on any of the maps. Honestly, I feel like it's going to either be buried or origins. Because buried, you have PhD flopper, and I might use the ray gun for it. And then origins, if you get 115 headshots, you get that PAP gun. You get the PAP gun. And then if you spend 30,000, you get double tap. I think that's about it. And at least if you keep the couple, I think it's the first door closed, you don't get the spawn of the Panzer, which will be nice. But the downside is only being in the first room. Already at round 7. 3 more away from my goal. Hopefully we can do it, honestly. I'd feel pretty happy to hit at least round 10. I just gotta stay locked in. An insta-kill. No max ammo, bro. I can just buy this shit off the wall. Oh, I'm just dead. Honestly, that was just a bad move by me getting stuck in the quick revive area. Alright, we're on die rise and forced to be an Olympian gang member now. What is this? Because the M14 is behind this wall here. And yes, I will be using the jumping jack 100% accuracy perks and whatnot, but that's about it. And honestly, if I get quick revive for the first perk, I am start tweaking. Because it's literally useless. I die once, I'm literally just going to end the game. So quick revive has no meaning. I'm going to hope to get lucky to get jug. This is probably the easiest first room out of all of them, other than origins, because of the space you can train. And you can kind of slide behind this desk, but you got to be wary of that jumping area and that jumping area if you're going to loop around the desk. Because it can be very, very risky. I don't know why I'm point saving here. I might as well just buy the Olympia. Like, the only time I'm Olympia gang is when I'm forced to, or it's Pack-a-Punch. Like, the Pack-a-Punch version is actually amazing compared to the M14. This map is honestly so underrated. I don't like, I get people not liking the flow or the elevators being RNG based where you get your perks, but the verticality was actually kind of a cool concept. But the only bad thing about it, there was no PhD. They teased it when you went down this elevator shaft, which was so sad. And then when they were like, you know what? You know what, on Mob of the Dead Grief, let's actually add PhD Flopper just for the fun of it. They were just big trolls back then. Alright, let's go crazy with this insta-kill. The best people on this map are probably the only downside that I didn't like to this map. Because on round 1, there's still 2 knives, and then they just get more tankier and tankier. Which I get, like, you have a vest, you're gonna have to take more damage to even get through, but like, come on, man. Hopefully we get jumping jacks on round 5. That'd be pretty nice. Get a perk early, and then pray we get something good and not quick revive or who's who, or I'm gonna start tweaking, bro. Like who's who was a good idea because it's kind of like Tombstone, but like they have the perma perk for Tombstone where you can just keep your perks if you buy. I think if you buy all of them before round 4. That's how it was on Buried anyway. All right, this weapon is starting to actually suck ass. Or I just can't aim. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut back here. Hopefully not drop into that elevator. That was way too risky for my liking. In this little area where I'm living right now. Please give me jumping jacks, please, 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 please.
Oh my god, yes.
Sounds like more of those.
I think there are 3 knives, but let's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3 knives. And if you keep 100% accuracy, you get a perk. So if you don't shoot and you knife them all, then you get a perk, and it's actually kind of cool. Just need to watch out on how many hits I take. Gotta regen the health. Bruh, chill the fuck out. This should be the last one. Perfect. Mule kick. Alright, dude, just strike me with fucking lightning at this point. Just smite me in Minecraft. Like, that is literally the most useless damn perk on this map that I could have got other than quick revive and who's who. Like, just give me jug, bro. Like honestly, like, what are we doing, game? I think this is the map I'm probably gonna get the first round 10 on, honestly. That and Buried and maybe Origins are like the only one. To keep it clean here. I need to slow it down a little bit. Alright, let's grab this. Grab the nuke. With how many spawn that might end the round. No, I lied, actually. Also, if you make it this far, let me know in the comments what other kind of like challenges you want me to do on any Call of Duty other than like the new one, because I don't own it, which is Black Ops 7. But other than that, let me know. Maybe do like a challenge accepted kind of series from Jev, but like zombies, and accept your challenge, try to do them. That'd be a cool concept. Alright, round 7. I think the next jumping jack will either be 9 or 10, hopefully. I think it's every 4 to 5, like the dogs on Kino, but I could be wrong. I haven't played this map in like forever. I'm just gonna stay around here and try to play it safe. Because they're not at the point where they're running, but like they're at that fast speed. And the walkers will screw me over. I do think I have perma jug though. Could be wrong. I don't want to test it either. Good perk right now would definitely be double tap or speed cola with this reload. Like, I know you can cut the reload down by like knifing or sprinting, but honestly it's not even worth it right here. We're almost at round 8, which is nice. I think I'm playing as Arlington again. I don't know. Let's go, boys. Round 8. We got this. Probably the round that the challenge actually starts, because most of them are full sprinting, but there's some of the... Yeah, I have permajug because I would have died right there. I think that ends at round 10 or 15. Oh my gosh. That was way too close. I think one more slap right there, I would have been dead. Can I get like an insta-kill, please? Insta-kill or nuke? Oh my god, like the game's listening to me. Let's go, round 9. We're almost there. We're almost to the goal, boys. Oh, yeah, and we got jumping jacks on round 9 instead of 10. Oh my god, perfect. And we have insta-kill. So let's try to kill them as fast as we possibly can. Are we serious? Bro, I got 2 of the most useless perks in this challenge right now. Heal kick and quick revive. Like, bro, I can't even carry a 3rd gun. And quick revive is just totally useless. Whenever I die, it's over. And honestly, I'm surprised no one talks about this map anymore. Like how they included Who's Who, which is the only map that has it. This is the only map with elevators as well. I love how they did the verticality, honestly, about this map. This map was amazing. I think everyone loved it at the beginning, and then they realized like, oh, the next map is so much better, or Mob of the Dead is so much better. Like BO2 Zombies just had a straight amazing pull of maps. Like you have Origins, you have Buried, which was great with Leroy. You had Mob of the Dead with the Hell's Retriever, and them adding, I think the first time to ever have like something where you feed to get something, like feeding the dogs. The Afterlife was was amazing. The only bad map, like honestly, was probably Transit, but that was because of how the PS3 and Xbox 360 handled it without having the fog. Like, if the fog and the denizens weren't there, holy shit, that map would be straight gas. I feel like I'm gonna die on round, like, 12 or 13, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna make a stupid cut in the train and get cornered and die. And that'll just be, it'll be Jover. I think it's taking... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I knew it. Just taking that train and then trying to come up these stairs when there's a zombie was just not smart. Alright. I'll see you guys on Mob of the Dead. And we're on Mob of the Dead. Probably the hardest map other than Buried to even get around 10 on. Because I think at round 8, Mr. Brutus, also known as the Warden, comes and he's going to pound my cheeks in. Just like the average prison experience.
I gotta get out of here. Gotta find the parts for the escape plan.
Dude, he ain't escaping this map, bro. You're gonna be stuck in this prison forever, man. Oh god.
About checking out?
Once we get into the rounds that we have to train, I know I'm just gonna die. So like probably like round 7 or 8. So about the time Brutus comes, it's over, honestly. My first time playing Mob was a couple months after it dropped on the Xbox, because I didn't even have enough money for the season pass, so I bought every individual one. Which was probably not the smartest idea, because you actually saved money when you had the season pass. But me and my friends would just sit by the sniper tower on the dock with the Hell's Retriever, because we didn't know how to get the Hell's Redeemer at the time, and we really didn't know about YouTube, but like we knew it was there, but we just didn't watch it all the time. Like I did, but like I would watch like FaZe Apex and all the FaZe guys, you know, when they were actually like fun to watch and not just vloggers and flip farmers. But we would just sit at the sniper tower and just throw our Hell's Redeemer with our pack-a-punch weapons, because we at least knew how to build the plane. We just didn't know that you had to kill zombies with the Hell's Retriever on the bridge. So we would just sit there, activate the trap of the sniper tower. And I think the max we got to is around 20. I think about round 15, the Hell's Retriever becomes a 2-tap. You have to throw it 2 times to kill a zombie, which is absolutely really ridiculous. I think with the Hell's Redeemer, I think it's infinite damage. I see people at like around 200 just killing with that and the acid trap. Didn't even realize we're already on round 4. This map is just so nice and like aesthetically pleasing that you don't even realize that you're like so immersed into the gameplay. But these next couple of rounds are gonna be difficult, so I'm gonna have to learn how to train pretty quickly. I'm gonna want to at least get round 10 on this map, and there's gonna be a lot of RNG involved of trying to get nukes and insta kills to make the rounds go faster and make it a little easier on myself to get where I want to. Alright, I'll grab this in about now. Just try to do as much killing as we possibly can. Throw some nades. Got 1 kill with a nade. Are we dead? We dead as? Honestly, this wasn't a bad insta kill usage, but it wasn't great. I just missed every single shot I could have ever hit. Just missed it all. Alright, yeah, it's about the time we start getting overrun. This long corridor might save us a little bit, but this barrier and that barrier are gonna screw us over. But as I was saying, these 2 barriers are gonna screw me over when trying to train, and how tight this area is. Probably honestly safer just to train here, because this door is gonna screw you if you try to come out of it. Double points, not even worth, bro. Like, give me nuke and stuff. Just not back to back, please. Nuke, nice. It's in a bad spot though, and I think this is end around. It is. Like, that's the worst time to drop a nuke, game. Maybe I can save it and maybe get a couple kills with it. I don't think so though. Don't start blinking fast, please. Oh yeah. Nope, I even missed it. Not like it would have killed any zombies though, that's fine. Would have maybe killed like one or two. They need to go buy ammo. Because running out of ammo is literally a death sentence if you do. This is probably the worst spot to be. Yeah, I'm dead.
This ain't gonna end well, believe
Oh my gosh, how am I alive? Yeah, I'm dead. GG. Actually, probably the hardest map. I was mob onto buried, which should be a little easier since I'll have the ray gun perma perk. Alright, welcome to buried. Probably the second hardest, but I'm gonna make it a little easier by using the ray gun perma perk and hopefully trying to get PhD flopper from the stairs over here. The ray gun perma perk requires you to just basically spam the body. I think it's like 5 or 6 kills without getting a headshot or knife kill. And then you keep buying the Olympia over and over. Sometimes you'll get it first try. Sometimes it'll take to like round 4. But you will get the ray gun like this. Watch this. This is what we call aura farming. Which usually getting it the first try is very rare unless you've already done it in a game before. I need to know how you get PhD from these stairs. Getting it from these stairs seems difficult. You have to do like 30 damage to yourself while diving, I think. Like, I think it's 6 times you have to do 30 damage. So, I don't know how I'm going to do it with that. So, this challenge will be a little bit more difficult if I don't figure out how to get PhD flopper from those stairs. But just getting around 10 should be pretty easy. The ray gun doesn't really start dropping off until around like 20 for the most part. But even just getting around 10 would be nice on this map. Since we couldn't get it on Mob of the Dead, as you've seen. It was either 6 or 7, the round we died on, sadly. Which, that map is just difficult in general. It's probably the hardest, other than Transit. But getting drops on this map for like max ammo, insta-kills, nukes, is probably the hardest. Because you have to kill them while they're on this railing. You can't kill them down there. Because they won't spawn a drop. Might run the M14 ray gun. That might be a good idea. But, the unk named Rustman. I don't know why I always called him Rustman. Maybe because he's old. A little like old joke. Double points. Don't need that. No point of grabbing it. I think buying the Olympia with the ray gun, when you have the ray gun in your hand, actually replenishes its ammo. So I don't think max ammo really matter. Once we get low, I'll see if it actually works. I don't remember. I think it's like 500? Hold E for Olympia. Cost 500. Actually, could be wrong about that. Let's see. Oh, it refills the ray gun, actually. I thought it was just going to buy into the Olympia. And that says 500, not 250. We're already halfway to the goal that I want to get before actually going down. I do feel like this is the slowest starting room to, like, begin with because of how far they have to climb. Like, the stairs over here and over there. I feel like it's just the slowest starting room until you get to... What the fuck did I shoot? Once you get to around like 7 or 8, it gets pretty challenging trying to even like train or anything on this map because of how small it actually is. Because this railing's maybe like 8 feet, not even. So trying to slide by a zombie that's like here and you're like over here. By the time he gets here, he's gonna hit you. And by the time you get around this window, you're dead because he'll either windmill you, one hit you, then another zombie will just finish you off. Pause. This map was probably the coolest concept other than like the other map had a cool concept in this game. Mob of the Dead was pretty good. Origins was pretty good. But the concept of starting at the mining, like up here where they're actually mining and then going down into the cave. The witches thought was a cool thing too, of being able to get like all the perks. The bullseye side Easter egg was cool too. I think this is the only map with time bomb as well. The time bomb trolling on this map with your friends or just randoms that had a microphone back in the day on 360. And them just screaming because they got like, you dropped the time bomb before they got the paralyzer or the ray gun Mark II and you just went back in time. And they're like, dude, I had the paralyzer. Why'd you do that? That's probably the best moment. That's like when I wanted to start YouTube, but I didn't have the money for like an Elgato or anything. I didn't even have a PC at that time. Like 2012, 2013. Like what was I doing in 2012? I was doing like UMG trying to start a YouTube channel, but it was just like absolute horrid vlog type stuff, or me like trolling with like me trying to record on with like an iPad or a tablet. Like I was trying, because at that time you didn't have to have 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours to like get a little bit of money on YouTube, but like at the same time you weren't making bank. That thing, I think at like that time, the ad, not the adpocalypse, but like YouTube wasn't as big as it is now, so they didn't pay as much. But I also was a kid, so I really didn't know how I was gonna withdraw it if I actually, I think, made like maybe 2 cents. All right, I need to stop waffling, bro. Almost died because I was just yapping. Woo, buddy, coming for the kneecaps maybe. The soundtrack for Buried was actually like lit. I don't remember the like Easter egg song you do with the teddy bears or whatever. I remember just listening to this soundtrack, and it was actually so good. Let's grab this new, since there's a lot of zombies spawning in. I don't think it'll end around, but it'll at least do some, at least kill maybe 24 zombies. Where are you, buddy? I know you're here. There we go. Alright, round town. We made the goal. Let's see how far we can actually get on this map now. I doubt it'll be past around at least 14, 15. We can try though. Try our best to at least get that. Yeah, because I think that's right there. That little wee 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 sound is me losing permajug. Since this map has perma perks. Unlike Mob of the Dead and Origins are the only ones that don't have perma perks other than the survival maps. So Town, Farm, Bus Depot, and Nuketown. And Mob of the Dead don't have perma perks or persistent upgrades, most people call them. So 2 hits, I'm dead. Or 2 shots with the ray gun to an invisible zombie and I'm dead. Because that likes to happen too. I don't know why. I think that's an FPS issue. But I think it also happened on console. I don't know why. Yeah. And these rounds are getting way faster now. Max ammo. Bro, I literally bought ammo 5 seconds ago. Not like I'm wasting money. Literally 250 to replenish my whole ray gun, which is probably the best concept they've had, and to help like the new players if they want to play a map and they actually like know about it. But at this point, I know this ray gun reload's gonna kill me. Like once I have to reload and like train a little bit, I know I'm dead. I gotta think about where I take my shots and where I have to reload. I think this is the farthest we've made it on any of the first rooms at this moment. I think Die Rise is the second highest, because Transit and Mob of the Dead really did not go the way I thought they were gonna go. And well, I didn't use the ray gun on Transit because I kind of wanted to make it more difficult, but this map is way harder. Perfect insta-kill, actually. Literally cinema drops right now. Wow, that splash damage right there of the invisible could have totally killed me. If that zombie actually would have hit me, I would have spent over. 14? Yeah, I think this is going to be the highest map that I get, like the highest round that I get to on any of the maps. Because I know Origins, once you get that PAP gun, it gets easier. But training on there near Gen, yeah, that's Gen 1. Where quick revive is a little difficult. Like one cutback or one bad move and it's over. But spending that 30,000 to get double tap will help so much. And I'm actually like getting a perfect drop cycle right now. So last round I got insta kill. This round I got nuke. Maybe I'll get another insta kill, which would help tremendously. Just have to see. But I think that's round. Yeah, never mind, I'm tweaking. They're still spawning. Get a reload in here before they push me. Oh, buddy. Stop trying to go for my kneecaps. Those are mine, not yours. Oh, this is about the round that the ray gun just... Oh my god. I just made the biggest mistake. I thought it was going to give me ammo. Yeah, now we're just straight up cooked. Yeah, we might as well just end the game here, bro. I already know I'm going down with this dog doo-doo gun. Woo. Yeah, there it is. Like, I thought it was gonna give me ammo. It's just like, nope, actually, I'm just gonna take your ray gun. Here you go, buddy. Yeet. Alright, and on to Origins, which is the last map. Welcome to Origins. Probably one, if not the best map on BO2. And the first map to ever have generators like this, which is actually cool, and the Templar zombies. The best part of this map definitely has to be the chest and the staffs. But our first goal here is going to be to get at least 115 headshots so we can get the PAP gun from the chest. So we're slowly going to start working on that. And we really have no point to turn on the generator since we're not going to be using quick revive in any of these challenges. This map probably aged the best compared to every other one, other than probably Mob of the Dead. But the remake for BO4 Mob of the Dead, which is Blood of the Dead, was absolutely horrific compared to the original. I think BO3 is probably the only zombies game to actually do justice to like the older maps, honestly, with Chronicles. But I'll be surprised to even make it past round 10 in this starting room, since training here is pretty difficult and cutting back will get you killed. So we're definitely just gonna have to not try to get overrun and get the PAP weapon as fast as we possibly can. Only 100, like 2 headshots. Ooh, only like hundreds of headshots to go. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna die already. This is actually crazy. Because when you shoot their heads off, half the time they don't die for some reason. I just don't understand that. So happy it's almost August. Started to get American football, or football for normal people. Hashtag let's go Detroit Lions. Even though I know we're probably never gonna make it to a Super Bowl. Like the closest we had was a year or two ago, where we won our first playoff game, and that's really all we've done. We've just went down from there, sadly. I need to start making headshots and just killing them for no reason. Literally throwing. So used to just shooting them normally on an insta-kill and not going for headshots. Should be around here in a second or two. I think like a couple more zombies. Wherever they are. Because the longer I take getting these headshots, the harder the challenge is definitely going to be. And the only map I actually think have the ballista on. When you pack a bunch, it just sounds like the DSR, honestly. But if you made it this far, I actually do have a Twitch channel, Clappy, and then with a Z for zombie. If you ever want to go check me out when I'm live. I usually do like high round attempts and whatnot. High round attempts. Sometimes I just play random games. Pretty chill. Check it out. Also, if you're this far into it, make sure to like and subscribe. Most of you that have watched my videos are not subscribed. Already at 53. Nice, we're almost there. What round is this? 5? Almost there at round 5, which is crazy. Pray that we get the scar, honestly. And then we just have to pray we get a good drop cycle with insta-kill, nuke, and max ammos. So we have at least some ammo for the PAP gun. Which I wouldn't be mad if we got the STG either, honestly. Could have 71 headshots if I didn't just shoot them when we had an insta-kill. Are we serious, dude? Oh, I knew that was gonna happen too. I could just see that he was gonna windmill me. Well, that's the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
I told him I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Yes, he's back. I told him I'm